Yo, what's up, Bradley? So, after reviewing your video, I just want to let you know that you do a lot of things very, very well. So, technique, very, very strong. There are a couple of different things I'm going to clarify for you in a second. Tempo is very well done. Posture is very strong. Let's see what else. Really, really good effort on your choreo. I'm going to go over that. I'm going to do a quick breakdown for you right now. When you do BAM, you do a very, very strong job. Continue to work so that you can clarify each stopping point as a lock as opposed to turning and then having a little bit of fidgeting motion, yeah? You want to make sure that you turn, you stop, you hold, and you're memorizing the sensation before you start the motion back over again, yeah? So you do that very, very well, but just continue to work on that little detail of making that nice and strong. As far as your marching technique goes, everything was very, very strong. Tempo was there. I think you can do a little bit more to hold each step with the and count. So hold that toe point a little bit longer on your forwards especially, and really lift up a little bit taller so there's this kind of contrast with your feet as opposed to bringing the foot in relaxed and stuff like that. Remember that our perpendicular crossing count is pointed. Same thing will go for your backwards. You need to point that toe a little bit longer and really max out that straight leg roll down. If you go from here, a nice like more or so high knee and the pointed toe into this straight leg roll down, you'll have a lot of contrast and look nice and tall with each step. So I want you to focus on basically keeping that toe point a lot longer through both forwards and backwards. Let's see. Let me address the dance warm-up thing as well before I go into your choreo breakdown. For the dance warm-up, remember that if you saw it in the demonstration, it's ultimately going to be something that you're going to have to do in succession with no stops. So eventually in your future practice, please try to find a song that'll allow you to do that, keep a constant tempo so that you're not needing to stop between exercises to then think about what's next or have to wait for the tempo to come back in. The very first thing is the plie/releve breakdown should be in 2 counts. It should be nice and controlled. So if you're here, the plie should come first. This should be nice and easy. Then the heels come up. Then you straighten the legs. Then you put the heel down. But try not to go through it so fast where you're because then you're not really getting the benefit and you're not understanding the idea of how it feels to do these motions. Remember, take it nice and easy the same way that Genevieve does. And then the same thing goes for second position. Nice and easy, fully controlled, everything like that. The same way you do your plies, so just apply that to the breakdown as well. Let's see. I believe, your up, 4, down, forwards was very strong, so make sure that you can just work that into your succession. Your tendus, just as we talked about earlier today in the visual call, make sure that you're focusing on that turnout a little bit more and just driving the ankle forward like I'm doing here, as opposed to turning your foot inwards to do that. So I'm still leading from my big toe, but everything stems from my hip and I'm driving my ankle forward. That's going to be a main just defining point of any kind of tendu, and then that goes into your ronde jambs. I think you can focus a little bit more on keeping that weight solid over that standing leg so you can move it all the way back, flex the foot to bring it in, but it should be nice and graceful. So I want you to focus a little bit more on that. You do this part quite well, but just focus on the toe point aspect and keeping that turnout in the forwards tendu. I think for your fake steps, you can definitely do a little bit more to point the other toe as you go up on the other one. So the purpose of these fake steps is to help you push off the platform each time you go up. So you're focusing on both the perpendicular crossing count, like we do, as well as the motivating force of each leg for each step that you take. So I think you can focus on that a little bit more. When it comes to the jumps, you want to get more comfortable with going up and going back down, toe ball arch heel, so that there's no stop, and then eventually going out in a second, coming back into first, and just getting more comfortable with that until you can do 4 in first, 4 in second, 4 in first, 4 in second without any stop. So just try to rewatch Genevieve's demonstration and see how she does that and pick up a little bit more details. I'm sure you'll be able to do that on your own quite well. as opposed to my demonstration here. If you have any other questions, you can feel free to ask me. Now, for your choreo breakdown, I'm just going to do this for you here. Let's do this. So the first thing is your left arm should be the one going out, but it should be about level with your shoulder. Something I'm seeing a lot with other students as well is that they're kind of like dropping their their upper body here, as opposed to bring it out from your shoulder. So that'll be the first 4 counts. You know, to put a lot of energy behind this. Now, when you go ahead and do your shinai turn, I'm just going to turn this back this way real quick. When you do your shinai turn, you don't want to cover so much distance right now. So if you're out in this position, you want to just replant this foot, take that step nice and close, and spin around almost in place. So if I was here, it would be 5, 6, 7, 8. So let me break that down for you here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now here is something that I've seen in both of your attempts at this choreo. Count 9, your horn comes out in front of you, but your right leg doesn't come out. Your left leg goes back. So that's another misconception that I want you to try to incorporate as well. So let's say we're here, we went 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, left leg goes back, arms go out in front of me. Then I use that momentum to 10, 11, 12. And I bring my foot in nice and tight, 10, 11, 12, allowing my platforms to facilitate that rotation. So let me break that down for you all in one shot. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So try that a little bit more and see how many more details you can work into your future practice. As for Genevieve's choreo breakdown, the big difference I'm noticing here is something that we discussed a little bit earlier between your sharp and fluid motions. So you want to make sure that as you're watching her video, you're emulating the amount of energy she's putting into each motion. So 7, 8 is strong with your left leg, but this next motion on count 1 should be a hit. You want to press the arms up and push that left leg back so that it's 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here you need a lot of compression work. You need to feel as if you're pushing up on something as it's crushing you. So 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that next motion is also going to have a lot of energy as 5, 6, and you rotate up on that right platform. So try to focus a little bit on that. It's going to take a lot of awareness to know how much energy to put into that rotation so you don't lose balance or go too far. So just start to work with that so you can make a full 180 with full control. So let's say we're here at 4, 5, 6. Now this next one, you don't so much want to outstretch yourself as opposed to just bringing the arms up and then out. So 7, 8. Now this next motion is something that I don't feel everybody truly gets. You're bringing the arms in and you're compressing yourself downwards while your head actually tilts up. So watch here. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm plieing while my feet are in third position, so my right foot, my right heel more specifically, is attached to the left arch of my foot. So plieing here, putting a lot of energy there. Now 11, my right foot kicks forward. 12, my arms come down. And then this motion is something I also saw a little bit of misconceptions over here. 13, 14, right arm comes in front, left arm goes behind. Left foot goes back. Now instead of needing to roll down and take another step with your right, you're actually just going to replant the left foot. So this was 13, 14, right? Because this is, we're here, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1. So let me break that down for you. in one shot. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1. So use those details, things that I've outlined for you. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I think you're doing fantastic work. You're making remarkable improvement over everything that we've done. And I know it feels like a lot, but you are handling it very, very well. So if you have any other questions or need any extra help, feel free to contact us. We'd be more than happy to set up some kind of Zoom lesson or individual help in some way. That way you can fully understand, especially the choreo parts. Because I know there was a concern of yours to break it down count by count. We don't want those videos to go on forever, so if you need some extra individual help understanding this choreo, feel free to contact us. We'll spend some time, we'll break it down for you step by step. Other than that, keep up the great work. Can't wait to see what you can do.